Hello, my name is Rich Cordova from Assurance Financial Services. I am the consultant on the American Home Health Inc. 401k profit sharing plan. Today I was going to take the next 15 to 20 minutes just to introduce you to this wonderful benefit that's offered through your organization. I'm sure many of you will have questions after this presentation, and this slide will pop up again at the very end. But if you do have any questions, please note that we are a resource that you can utilize. Again, my name is Rich Cordova, and my number is 847-463-7344. I do a lot of these meetings in and out of the office, so in the event that I'm not available, you can always feel free to contact my partner, Jen Hartley, and her number is 847-463-7119. Moving into the presentation, the goal today is, again, just to give you a better understanding on what the AH 401k plan is, and then more importantly, tell you how you can take advantage of this wonderful benefit and enroll into the John Hancock 401k plan. So, real basics, why invest in a 401k plan? Well, I'm sure everyone that's listening to this presentation will want to retire at some point in time during the day and look like the gentleman in the lounge chair thinking about the many wonderful things you can do in your long retirement. Well, despite market volatilities, 401k plans still remain as one of the top investment vehicles out there to help someone prepare for retirement wellness. And some of the benefits of a 401k are they offer tax-deferred compounding interest or tax-free growth, depending on how you want your money going into the plan. You have the ability to contribute your money over a period of time through dollar cost averaging, and it's automatically savings. It's not like you have to write a check. It comes automatically out of your payroll. And more importantly, you can save up to $17,000 for 2012, or if you're older or attained age 50 in the year, you can actually contribute an additional $5,500 for a total of $22,500. This is one of the retirement vehicles that allows you to contribute that amount of money on a, again, tax-deferred or tax-free basis. The next couple of slides are going to go into what this plan is and how and when are you eligible to join. So eligibility to join the plan, you have to be at least age 21 and completed 6 months of service in which you worked 83 hours per month. The entry dates are on January 1st and July 1st, and you're allowed to, again, contribute 100% of your pay up to IRS limits. For 2012, the IRS limits state that you can contribute $17,000, and in fact, if you attained age 50 or are above the age of 50, you're allowed to contribute an additional $5,500 for, again, a total of $22,500. How you want the money to go into plan is up to you. You can have money going on a traditional basis, which means pre-tax, or you can have money going in on an after-tax basis, or Roth. We'll get into a little more details about the differences between those two in a couple slides moving up. In the event that you want to stop making deferrals, you can contact HR and reduce your contributions at any time or stop them at any time. In the event you want to increase or decrease your deferrals, again, you can make those changes on the same dates of January 1st and July 1st, so on a semi-annual basis by just contacting HR. Vesting will be attributed to our plan, but first and foremost, any money that you contribute to the plan, you're always 100% vested. And what does vesting mean? It means basically what is your money. So in the fact that you were to retire or separate from service, what money is yours? So again, all your contributions are always 100% vested. If you worked with some prior employers and wanted to roll your money into the 401k plan, those two would be 100% vested. For any employer discretionary match or any match that American Home Health decides to make, those contributions would be subject to a 6-year vesting schedule, and it's based on years of service. A lot of confusion comes into play on this one where they state, is it how long I've been contributing to the plan? In reality, it's how long you've been with the company. So it's on a 6-year graded schedule that in the first year you have no vested interest, and then each year thereafter up to 6 years increases by 20%, when by the 6th year you're 100% vested in any discretionary employer match. As I mentioned earlier on, I want to talk to a difference between what a Roth contribution is versus a traditional contribution. Well, the main difference is your traditional 401k contribution means that you're looking to pay your taxes later. So you're deferring your taxes at this point, and the money is going in on a tax-deferred basis. Your money grows in the retirement plan, again, on a tax-deferred basis, and you will owe taxes at the time that you decide to distribute the money. On a Roth 401k contribution, you're actually paying your taxes now, and the money is going into your retirement account and grows on a tax-free basis. So again, you're paying the taxes on your contributions now. The money in the 401k grows on a tax-free basis, so at the time that you actually distribute the money, there are no taxes owed at that point. What you choose or why you choose them is going to matter on how you feel or what you believe is best for your financial situation. But a couple things to consider is you can contribute to a traditional 401k, you contribute to a Roth, or you can do any combination of both. But the important thing to note is that you can never exceed what the IRS limits are for that given year. So for 2012, no matter if you do a traditional, a Roth, or a combination of both, your contributions to the plan cannot exceed $17,000. And for those lucky souls that are above the age of 50, your contributions cannot exceed $22,500 for the year 2012. Some additional highlights on the plan is that American Home Health is going to review the year by year the situation of the growth and revenue of the company, and based on any profits, there is a good likelihood that American Home Health will make a contribution. This is called a discretionary employer match, and it's discretionary to the fact that in some years they can make it, in some years they may not. And again, it's left up to the owners and the executives of the company. In order to be eligible for this discretionary match, you have to be at least age 21, have attained at least 1 year of service with the organization, and most importantly are employed on the last day of the plan year, i.e. our plan year end is December 31st, so as long as you are age 21, have attained 1 year of service, and still employed as of December 31st, in the event American Home Health makes a contribution, you would be eligible to receive that contribution based on any formula that they decide at that point. Typically, the contributions, if they were made, would happen sometime in the following year between February or March. For loans, you are allowed to take loans on these plans. The minimum loan amount that you can take is $1,000, and the max loan you can take is 50% of your vested account or $50,000. How loans work is it's a loan against your account, so you are paying interest back to yourself and principal back to yourself on the loan. Our interest rate is based on prime rate. You're allowed to have 2 outstanding loans at one time, and the maximum period that a loan can be deferred out is 5 years or 60 months. There are no checks or funds that you need to send individually. All loan repayments are done through payroll deductions, and again are paid back with after-tax money. So that's something very important to note, that you're taking your money out of your plan, and then you're repaying the interest and the principal back to yourself into your plan with after-tax money. If you have any further questions on loans and the availability of them, feel free to contact us or your HR department. A lot of the questions come up is, when can I receive my money? Well, first and foremost, if you've decided to separate from service, you are entitled to your retirement monies. So that's always available. So again, if you decide to retire or leave or seek employment elsewhere, you'll be able to get to your money. In the event that you're above age 59 and a half, you are able to get some of your money as well without any penalties. Any distributions prior to age 59 and a half will be subject to a 10% penalty, so please note that. At retirement, which we've defined in our plan at age 65, you're also able to get access to your money while still being employed with the organization. The distribution options that we do have are either lump sum. You can roll your money to a new employer's plan. You can roll it over to an IRA, or as long as your balance is greater than $5,000, you can leave it in the American Home Health 401k plan. While you're employed at the company, again, you have options to get your money in three ways. One, once you've attained age 59 and a half. 2, through a loan. Or 3, if you run into any type of financial hardships. If you do have financial hardships, you still need to exercise your loan privileges before you have access to getting a financial hardship withdrawal. Both of these can be requested through your HR department, or again, you can contact us at Assurance Agency, and we can help you and answer any questions you have, or help you complete any paperwork needed to process these distributions. The next part of the presentation, I'm going to talk about, how much money should you be saving and what's the importance of saving for a 401k plan. Well, as you know, if you're doing a traditional contribution, so again, pre-tax or before tax savings, there's a huge benefit to the fact that you are now deferring money owed to Uncle Sam. So in this example here, I show you what a monthly pay looks like on a pre-tax savings and an after-tax savings, and the impact it's going to have on your take-home pay. So in this example, someone makes $2,000 per month, and their taxable income if no money comes out, is roughly $2,000, and you're going to pay roughly about $500 of taxes, and this is assuming a 25% tax bracket. After tax savings $200, so your take-home pay is roughly about $1,300. In the event that you decide to join the plan and actually defer $200 of your savings, your taxable exposure is only $1,800, which means your taxes that you owe back to the U.S. government is $50 left, or $450. So actually, in this situation, for someone who makes $2,000 per month, by putting $200 away in savings, your take-home pay actually increases. So again, the misconception out there is if you put money in a 401k plan, you actually take home less. Depending on your taxable situation, if you put money in a 401k plan, you can end up taking home more at the end of the year because you're deferring your taxes down the road. And as always, payroll deductions make savings very easy because they're automatic. You don't have to write a check. They go automatically to our John Hancock 401k plan. The other question I get a lot of times too is how much money should I be saving for retirement? Well, the general rule of thumb is listed a couple bullet points, or I should say bogeys, that you should try to hit. But the most important thing is that no one can ever have too much money for retirement. So whatever that you can save that allows you still to not be put into any type of financial hardship, we encourage you to put into the 401k plan. But again, a general rule of thumb is if you're in your 20s, try to save 7% of your salary. If you're in your 30s, try to save 10. If you're in your 40s, try to save 15. And if you're in your 50s, try to save 20% of your salary. But once again, just to reiterate, we never want you to put yourself in a situation where you have financial hardship. So definitely save any type of money that will help you reach your retirement goal, but more importantly, make sure you can still live a healthy and exciting life. I do encourage people that to look at their contributions and in the event to maybe try to increase what your deferral rate is. In this example, we have someone who makes $30,000 that decides to put in a 3% contribution rate. We've based this on an 8% return. So earning $30,000 and contributing 3%, that means $9,000 goes into the plan. After 10 years at 8% rate of return, that $9,000 grows to $13,812. If that individual were just to increase their contributions by 2%, that would mean an additional $4,000 would go into the plan, but their end result after 10 years nearly doubles and goes from $13,000 to $23,000, because you can see the power of compounding. So again, I always encourage people to look at how much you can put in and try to increase your contributions, or at least get to around a 5% limit, and you'll be surprised that has a very minimum impact on your take-home pay. But the ultimate return at the end is the amount of money that can grow. Tax deferred can be quite exciting, and again, hope for a very exciting and fruitful retirement. When people do look at retiring or contributing to a 401k plan, they may have some other things that they're always looking to spend money on, or necessities in life. Well, the main point of this slide is just to show you, hey, here's some normal luxuries that we all do: dinner out, lunch out, coffee and a bagel and a movie ticket, and kind of the pricing that's associated with it. And if you were just to give that up, once a week, twice a week, or maybe once a month, and put that money in the 401k plan, what type of money could that actually build up to over a 25-year period, again at 8%? So I was just going to focus on this one thing: is a movie ticket once a month at $10. So if you're a big movie buff fan and you go, more than once a month, but if you just give that up once a month and take that $10 and put it away into the 401k plan, after 25 years, that $10,000 would actually grow to $9,574. So you can see the impact of just the power of compounding money. So again, we always encourage, look over your budget, see what you can and comfortably afford, but try to max out your 401k as much as possible. For those, recently, with the tax holiday, this is a little older slide, but, most recently, well, I know in the state of Illinois, our taxes had increased from a 3% to a 5% range. So instead of giving Uncle Sam that extra 2% that we were not used to giving to him back in 2010, if you were to put 2% into the 401k plan, in this case, this is someone who's 30 years old earning $50,000 per year and having an average rate of return of 6%, just by putting an additional roughly, $41 a month into the 401k plan, at age 65 at 6%, so again, after 35 years of saving, you will have roughly just $300,000 of retirement savings, again, by just taking that extra 2% that we're now giving to the state of Illinois and give it to yourself back in your 401k. We'll have a great savings for retirement. So I encourage you, again, to look at what your percentages are and try to see if you can at least contribute 5% into the 401k program. Hopefully that provides you a good overview of what the 401k is and the benefits of saving for retirement. The next couple slides here, I'm going to talk about the investments that we do have available within our 401k plan. Our 401k plan, so you know, is with John Hancock Retirement Plan Services. And they offer two types of portfolios for you to choose from. One is what's called a lifestyle portfolio, and then the second option you have is to build your own portfolio. I won't focus on too much of these bullet points here, but a real quick summary is if you're the type of individual that says, hey, you know what, I know the importance of savings. I know it's important to spread my money out amongst different classes of funds, both mutual funds, maybe bonds, equities, cash. I know it's important for me to frequently review my account. I know it's important for me to continually to make sure my risk exposure is adequate for my age. But I'm the type of person that doesn't have the time or interest to do it. You may consider looking at these lifestyle portfolios because they're kind of a one-stop cruise control investment vehicle. On the flip side, if you're a type of individual that says, you know what, I like to pick my own funds, I like to look at my accounts, I have a very good understanding of the market, the different type of investments out there, I would like to have a good range of investments to choose from, you're the type of individual that may want to look to actually build your own portfolio. I'm going to focus on the lifestyle portfolios first for those individuals that, again, are looking for help, and then we'll focus on build a portfolio on a couple of slides down the road. If you're the type of individual that is interested in saying, you know what, I don't want to do this, I want someone to do it for me, there is a Hancock risk quiz within your enrollment kit, or you can also get online, or you can contact us or your HR department. We can provide you this. Basically, this risk quiz is something that for you to take. It's real short. It's only 6 questions, and it's meant to determine what your personal risk tolerance is. Based on your responses, it's going to tell you what portfolio would be best for you. If you're a conservative person, if you're an aggressive person, or anything in between. The good news is once you figure out what your risk tolerance is, you would just pick the appropriate fund that matches your risk tolerance. So if I am an aggressive person, I would actually pick the aggressive portfolio. If I'm a conservative person, I would actually pick the conservative portfolio. And the beauty of these one-stop shop funds is the fact that they're going to provide you professional management and overview of your portfolios. They're going to automatically review your funds. They're automatically going to move your money around, and there's nothing that you need to do. The only thing I encourage you to do is that you take that risk test every 2 to 5 years just to make sure that as you get closer to retirement, your risk tolerance doesn't change. For example, if you start as an aggressive when you start working at American Home Health, 30 years down the road, you'll always be in that aggressive portfolio unless you take the interest to actually make the change. So again, I encourage you to look over the risk quiz and take it every 2 to 3 years just to make sure that the portfolio is appropriate for your risk tolerance. If you're the type of person that said, again, I can handle the investments and I want to be very involved in picking and choosing and monitoring my portfolio, we've constructed quite a robust menu for you to choose from many of the asset classes out there. Anything from large cap funds to small value funds to real estate to utilities. We have numerous funds for you to choose from to pick a very solid and strong portfolio. Within your enrollment kit, you'll see fund fact sheets that will talk about each individual fund. Again, you can contact us and we can get you information about that as well. But we're going to offer you a broad range of fund choices from anything from a conservative choice all the way to an aggressive choice. What's really cool about the things that Hancock offers is that each fund will actually have a color code to match their risk characteristics. So again, you read through the portfolio, you'd see that ones that are really dark maroon, you know that's an aggressive fund. Any funds that maybe have a green color is more of a moderate fund. Anything that's got a blue is a conservative fund. So not only can you read them, but they'll actually be color coded to help you pick the right risk for the allocation that you're looking to determine. If you're the type of person that says, hey, you know what, I don't really want the one-stop shop type of options with the lifestyle portfolios, but in the same sense, I don't really want to pick my own investments, please note that we are here to help you pick your investments. All we ask you to do is actually complete our own risk questionnaire. This will give me a better gauge, again, of your personal risk tolerance. Based on your response, I'll go ahead and provide you, or our team will go ahead and provide you investment recommendations that you can then implement. And then we just ask that every 2 to 3 years, again, that you reach back out, take this quiz, and just make sure that your personal risk tolerance is matching your current allocation. But again, we are here to help you out, to help you pick your investments, answer any questions that you have regarding your 401k plan. The John Hancock participant website is somewhere where you can go not only to look at your account, but move your money around, initiate loans, a whole bunch of things. Once you're enrolled in the plan, you will get access to this website, and we encourage you to look at it at least on an annual basis, but please know that you can look and manage your portfolio on a daily basis. This website's very, very user-friendly, and again, it'll allow you the opportunity to review and manage your accounts, set and monitor your retirement goals. You can set up a personal action plan where each year they'll send you a statement to let you know if you're on your retirement goal or you're off your retirement goal and how you can get back on track to meet your retirement needs. You can view your statements, you can access quarterly newsletters, again, a wide variety of things that you can access on the financial side to help you better manage your financial or your retirement plan to, again, help you reach retirement success. Their website is www.jhpensions.com, and you notice that's on the very bottom left of the slide. Once we've got you all excited, and hopefully you're very excited to join the plan, we're going to need you to complete an enrollment form. Something to note, whether you want to join the plan or elect not to participate in the plan, we're still going to need you to complete this enrollment form. And on the box, it will actually say I want to elect to contribute, and it'll also say I elect not to contribute. So either way, we're going to need you to complete this form and return it back to the HR department. If you decide to enroll in the plan, you'll go ahead and complete the form, as well as we'll need you to complete a beneficiary form so you can designate who you'd want your retirement benefits to go to in the event something happened to you. Both forms, again, would need to be completed and handed back to the HR department so they can go ahead and get you enrolled into the 401k program with American Home Health and John Hancock. As a recap, it's really important, where do you go from here? Well, again, I encourage you highly to save for enrollment, save for retirement. The 401k plan is a very convenient and automatic way to allow you to save for your retirement needs. Again, there's no checks that need to be written. The payroll deductions come out automatically and will go automatically into the 401k plan for you. It's important that, if you decide to pick your own investments, or if you have John Hancock or insurance manager investments for you, to still figure out what your true risk tolerance is. So I encourage you to either take the John Hancock risk quiz or take the assurance quiz. And again, it's very important that you look at your account at least on an annual basis to make sure that your current risk tolerance meets your allocation. If you want to contribute to the 401k plan, I always encourage you to take that extra 2% challenge. Again, taxes here in the state of Illinois increased last year from 3 to 5%. So in lieu of giving the state of Illinois that extra 2%, I encourage you to give it back to you. One thing to note is once you pick your deferrals, if they happen to be not where you're wanting them, whether you want to increase or decrease, again, you can change it on a semi-annual basis by letting HR know prior to January 1st as well as prior to July 1st. And most importantly, make sure that you are putting together a nice, defined, and strong plan for your retirement goals, and that will need you to come back and forth to look at your portfolio from time to time, and if any questions do arise regarding your 401k with John Hancock and American Home Health, feel free to contact myself and my partner, Jen Hartley, and we will give you our information in the next slide. But again, you can learn more about the 401k plan at www.jhpensions.com or contacting Assurance Financial Services at 847-463-7119. If you have any questions regarding the 401k, you could also contact John Hancock at 1-800-395-1113 or in Spanish at 1-800-363-0530. Thanks again for your time today. And if you have any questions, my name is Rich Cordova, and I can be reached at 847-463-7344, or you can contact my partner, Jen Hartley, at 847-463-7119. Thanks again. Look forward to hopefully meeting each and every one of you, and have yourself a great day and a successful retirement.